Welcome back to Andertons TV, everybody. Hello. This is another Tales from the Pedal Cabinet video. We must be on about 20 episodes of this now.
Not sure
but
that
basically,
much, but yeah,
the idea is pedals come out every other day, and sometimes we just don't have the time to do a video on each individual one. So every so often we just get a load and we call it Tales from the Pedal Cabinet. So we'll put a link to the playlist below, kind of a browse, loads of nuggets in there you might like. So today we have got a Harmonic Trem from JHS, part of the new 3 series. We also have the Octave Reverb.
I'm interested in that.
Yes, me too.
Octave
a couple of pedals from Walrus.
Walrus.
An Eons and a Mira
underwater.
Gotta love mountain goats and peeping through keyholes.
Well, people floating around.
And then an updated pedal from our friends at Fjord Fuzz.
Yes.
They've done a new Berserker. So, if you're bored at any point in this video, check the timestamps because you'll be able to find each individual pedal on there. Please like and subscribe. And if it's getting a bit cold as the winter draws in, maybe you might want to buy a nice, super warm hoodie or sweatshirt from Andertons. Let's get on with this, Pete.
Yes.
So what I really like about the Harmonic Trem is it's going to answer one of those questions that most guitar players are going, what is the difference between a trem and a harmonic trem? Right?
Yes.
So the good news is we've got both modes on this. So
good.
Upwards is normal trem. So normal trem is where the volume just goes up and down. Harmonic trem is where you'll hear an element of sort of like a chewy modulation-y kind of effect as well as the volume going up and down. But anyway, we've got a volume, rate and depth. Don't often, well, I don't know, volume, perhaps you wouldn't normally get that on a tremolo pedal, but I think on a lot of...
turn it all the way down? We can have a listen to that.
Let's have a little listen.
Okay.
But I think the idea is you can cut and boost the volume as necessary. Rate, how fast is it going? Depth, how deep is your love?
How deep is the love? Here's a PJD carry. We've got a V140 there and a Master JCM 800 running both at the same time. So we get a little bit of crunchy-wunchy from one side, which is a bit like this.
Oh, it's great.
It is great.
At the moment, reverb is coming from our amps.
Yeah.
So here we go with a normal tremolo mode.
Now, does the volume turn the pedal all the way off? Okay, right.
And how much louder does it get? I know Chris Buck often uses his harmonic trem as almost like a solo boosty type thing as well.
Well, with the tremolo going wow, wow, wow at the same time.
Yeah,
okay.
On the harmonic tremolo. Anyway,
nice. Okay.
So I think that's where the volume boosty thing comes in handy.
Okay.
So let's see how slow. Pete and I had a little fiddle with this earlier on.
Yeah, this is incredible. I've never
it's
anything like it.
The slowest tremolo pedal you've ever heard. But here you go.
It sort of goes down, touches the off completely, and then comes back up again. It's a proper Jimi Hendrix chord.
Yeah, don't know. I mean,
sorry.
All the way around the other side, and it goes proper machine. I think I've heard tremolo pedals go that fast, but I don't think I've ever heard one go that slow. But I kind of like the fact that, you just... Why not? I mean, if someone finds a use for it,
there's something for everybody there. So, for the girl who wants everything.
We can go
nice
full
sound.
cheesy Green Day.
I think that was a bit slower, wasn't it?
There's a few there's a few well-known tunes that use that very chopped tremolo system. I mean, again, I'll go on to harmonic trem in a minute, but here's one of the sort of maybe faster... Oh, I turned it on, yeah. So
I think that's harmonic trem though.
Is the tremolo. If I go to harmonic tremolo, hopefully we'll hear that slightly more whooshy tremolo sound.
It's almost like there's some clean lying underneath it. That's a clean chord is here, and then there's a signal on top of it that is moving. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
See where the normal tremolo is more like this, but on the other one you've got a layer of the clean chord. This sounds great, man.
I really like that.
That's
I mean,
good.
the Series 3 pedals
quid.
are all designed to be about 100 quid, current exchange rates permitting. Something like 100 quid, or £7,000 now. So, is there anything else to do with this pedal? Do you want to hear anything?
I think that's enough, man. I think
yeah, I agree.
The problem with these videos is that we keep going and going.
Yes.
And then
so, octave note, harmonic trem. I really like that. Well done, JHS, on that pedal. Now.
So we do
this. I've never even heard. Have I ever heard an octave reverb effect? Is that like the sort of thing you get in those Walrus?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
it's like the slow, that type thing.
Yeah.
So let's turn reverb off on our amps. Oof. In the early 1980s, I'm reading this straight off the JHS website.
Do it.
Brian Eno invented an effect called shimmer, which was popularized in U2's The Unforgettable Fire. Oh. U2, 1984. That was a great period for that band. That was probably when I got into them first. Joshua Tree was a bit later, wasn't it? So this would have been Under a Blood Red Sky and Sunday Bloody Sunday and anyway. We
all played those when we were 14 years old.
So the Series 3 octave reverb is our take on this classic effect that's been used for decades to allow the guitar to create pads and textures that fill out an ambient space. Toggle up and we go with the octave above, and toggle down is the lower octaves.
That makes sense.
I had no idea that this was such a recent. I always thought the shimmer thing was like a 1960s thing.
Really?
There we are.
No, I thought it came with the old
let's start
multi-effects
with shimmer, like the up then. So.
You can hear us in the front. It's not as clean as it would be if it was in the effects loop.
Well, it'll be interesting. I think you're hearing more of the Marshall, and I'm hearing more of the Victory over here. So actually, when we blend them in the mix, or whatever, you might be able to pick out a slightly cleaner tone.
Yeah. It sounds great, and it's not overpowering the.
Well, so I can adjust how much reverb, how much of the octave effect, and then the overall decay. So
whack it up full on the reverb, on the octave.
Is a bit over the top.
wonder which drugs he took to invent this.
All of them.
At once. Yeah. It was an experiment with it. Let's take all of them.
I think I actually prefer
the lower
ones.
Yeah.
But
so it's like a church.
That's great.
Especially when you're up.
Those chords and the swells were sounding epic.
But you need to leave it to come in, otherwise it's...
That massive church organ sound.
Works in the B, funny enough, better than anything else. Nice.
That's great.
Yeah.
So that's the Octave Reverb.
Lots of fun there.
I said the Series 3 range, they're all around about the $99 or £100. All sorts of pedals in there. I think that the original range of Series 3 was much more traditional, choruses and
delays,
then
they did a screamer, didn't they?
Yeah. But
Which
these
I
are the
painted
first two
green.
sort of pedals that I think they've done that are a little bit more out there. And I almost feel these will be the most popular ones yet, because it's quite hard to find these types of effects pedals at this kind of price. Good ones anyway.
Especially harmonic tremolo is quite expensive, isn't it? Yes.
Okay, right. I shall click my fingers and then we shall be back in the room with some walruses.
Hi!
Oosh!
Yeah.
Okay, Pete is going to give you guys a quick lesson in Norse mythology. Why is there a goat on the front of this pedal?
Well, this pedal is a fuzz pedal, and apparently Thor, back in the day...
Not recently.
Not recently. Yeah, actually, if you watch the new Love and Thunder, that's when he gets the goats, isn't it? The Love and Thunder, in the new Love and Thunder, he gets the goats. But anyway, Thor had his chariot, and it was... In front of that was two massive goats, and when they're running across the heavens, that's when it thunders.
Yes.
So that's why
we think these are the goats that pull Thor's chariot.
Yeah, and when he swings his hammer around, that's lightning.
Yes. Okay, well look.
So that's probably where they get it from. Anyway, that was a long-winded...
If you remember that last year, I think Walrus brought out the Eras, which was the same kind of concept, 5 modes of higher gain distortion.
And the Aegis. With the elephant on it.
Oh, so that's 5 stages of overdrive.
Yeah.
Okay. So Eons is basically the same concept, but for fuzz.
Yeah.
So we've got 5 different modes, from sort of soft silicon clipping with added bass, germanium soft clipping, LED clipping diodes, and hard clipping silicon transistors, whatever all that
hard
means.
Hard clipping, that sounds...
We've got volume. Interestingly, sometimes I think you might hear this perhaps referred to as bias, but now they're actually talking about the voltage that you're running to the transistors, so you can get that everything from that wall of fuzz down to sort of more spitty fuzz stuff.
Velcro.
Gain, bass and treble. So let's just try everything at like sort of halfway and see what happens in mode 1, our silicon soft clipping.
That's definitely...
Sorry to tell, this is going to do lots in terms of volume, and I can tell.
Jump up and down,
apologies.
That's fine.
Okay, so
that's what we do.
I'm going to leave everything on 12 and just play with this voltage control.
That's that Valkyrie.
Pretty sure Thor would have approved of this amount of fuzz.
I think so.
Wow. Right, mode 2. I like this. This is cool. Just
very cool,
silicon clipping with added bass.
I'm just dialing down here.
I'm not sure I've ever heard a fuzz pedal with this much just pure.
I mean, we are running few amps in here.
I know, but it's like
I'm pretty angry today as well.
Well, there is that. Maybe that's the power. Maybe it's just doubling up the anger. I mean, let's go spitty again.
Go all the way down with the spit.
Josh Smith. No, yes. Get confused with all the Joshes here, but Josh Smith, the guitar player rather than the pedal inventor, posted something on Instagram over the weekend. I haven't seen him on Instagram for a while, but he said, I've got this old fuzz pedal that I think is broken, but I'm kind of loving how unpredictable the whole thing is about how it's going to sound.
But that's what it is, isn't it?
I think the lower you drop the voltage on a fuzz pedal, that's what kind of happens. It's what is going to happen when I play. Wow, I'm really digging this pedal.
It's cool, isn't it?
Okay, so third mode is germanium soft clipping, which they describe as what if a distortion and a fuzz had a kid? There we go. Flippity flops, man. Okay, mode 4 is LED clipping diodes with a slight high-end cut, and it's dynamically dark.
Holy Thor. That's close, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit of that.
Flipping hell, man. There's so
sounds
much
great,
low end on this, isn't it? It's like
punches you right in the
so
ghoulies.
thick.
Right in the sack.
Okay, and finalement, number 5 is hard clipping silicon transistors. Oh, combined with LED and silicon soft clipping. This is like the whole lot, basically. Just
All
thrown
of it
everything
into
in. You know those big power chords that are a bit like a big wreck kind of thing, where you play like a D, but put the A over the D, like. Flipping heck. Going to sell a lot of those. That's a big sounding fuzz, man. Oof. That is dirty. Right.
That's sweating. That's sweating my horns off here.
Hey.
I've got the horn.
Well done. I suppose we'll go back to the Mira now, and then we'll go back to some more Viking fuzz in a minute. Oof. So here comes the Mira. Mira is a compressor, studio grade compressor, they say here. Yeah. So unlike Boss CS3 or something like that. I guess we're going slightly higher end than that.
Yeah. Lots of stuff going on there.
Lots of stuff going on. I've got the Walrus website here.
Yeah.
Just trying to, some of the controls on, so threshold, ratio, level, blend, attack, release, all relatively common functions on a compressor pedal.
Still stuff we don't know anything about.
Yeah, still don't know what it does, but we've seen the knobs before. Internally, it's running at 15 volts DC for a higher headroom pedal. Has a makeup control to maintain unity levels after the signal's been compressed.
Okay.
Whatever that means. And then a high-pass filter in the side chain, preventing bass frequencies of 120 hertz or below from engaging the compressor as much as the high frequencies. Wow. Wow, double wow.
Okay, well, there's nothing else just to turn it on, isn't it? And try. Okay, so it's got a little...
It tells you if it's on or off here.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of see whether the compressor...
I mean, it compresses. And it sounds good. It's always like, I have compressor, I use them as always on a lot of the time. I mean, it sounds great. It's compressed.
It's hard. I think compressors are one of those pedals that on YouTube videos
which are compressed anyway.
Yeah, one of the harder pedals to really sort of get across. I think guitar players that, you know, recording guitar players like using compressors, players who I think have a very tight, controlled, clean funk style. You know, Corey Wong's a good example of someone that you know, you can really hear the compression on his guitar tone.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's not like a chorus or a distortion or something where it's just a really obvious effect. So.
So for like Corey Wong stuff, what's the most squashed it goes? Because it needs to be more squashy.
I am the world's worst compression demonstrator here, as I don't really know. But this, according to the Walrus website, try saying that quick. This is its most squashed setting.
Definitely squashes it. It sounds really good.
I mean,
the hard, even if I pick hard. I like it though. I like it. What's the thing on the side there?
Side chain high pass filter.
Okay.
I must admit, I find demonstrating compressors in YouTube
difficult,
videos terribly boring.
It's difficult.
Right, let's move on to. We'll have some fun at the end here with the Fjord Fuzz Berserker. Whilst Pete goes berserk.
Berserkies. Berserk. Sound like a character from Berserk.
Oh, he does make the coolest looking pedals. So we've got this beautiful piece of kind of copper on the top here, massive big knob, and then it sort of backlights everything when you switch the things on. So what's happening on the Berserker? I've got some blurb from the man himself.
Daniel. Isn't there, now you can get the copper and something else now, so it doesn't oxidize. I think they come with different
I like. You're right, actually. I liked it when they oxidized. Anyway, Berserker V1 was trying to create a classic fuzz pedal that would work for everybody. Sounded pretty wonderful, but I think the controls turned out a bit too messy and confusing for most people. This isn't me talking. This is Daniel. V2, this one here, is a very affordable fuzz that truly fits the bill if you're the type that has been a bit reluctant to enter the fuzz game.
Okay.
You enter the fuzz game regularly, you do.
Yeah.
It's an inviting and warm fuzz pedal with a huge range of tones. It's a classic, it's a mix between the non-octave side of an Odin and the classic fuzz face style circuit, so it cleans up really well. Blah-de-blah-de-blah. If you want to use it after your wah, you can turn down the thickness knob and the oscillation will disappear. So thickness is the one with the sort of upside down heart. Gain is the one with the, looks like Han Solo's sort of laser gun. And then this is level. So let's get a go. Here we are.
Do you think Leia and Hans are going to call their son guitar?
Without Leia Hans solo.
Guitar solo.
Guitar solo. Loud in here, isn't it?
It is loud in here today, yeah, it is. Sounds
there
good, though.
There are some other things on the inside. If you're into tinkering with your electronics, he basically has put some diodes, I think, that you can mess around with on the inside, switching them in and out. There's a great Fjord Fuzz video up there right now. It's the first time Pete and I ever tried these pedals, and it all went a bit mad. And
it's a
great range.
Yeah.
So let's just go a bit more extreme.
Again and see if it rolls up.
I need a little bit of a lie down, I think, Pete,
think
now.
so too.
But there you are.
Maybe some cheese.
Lie down with some cheese.
No, you know, like some biscuits and cheese and a bit
I
of a...
see. I thought you meant
Don't
literally
know why I thought
lay
about that. All
down
of a
with
sudden
some cheese.
I just felt like some cheese.
You'd need some Swiss cheese, wouldn't you? Some Emmental or...
Is that Swiss cheese?
I don't know. Right.
I think that's Dutch,
Is it?
isn't it?
Is it?
Emmental?
Oh, gosh, probably.
Or is that Gouda?
Gouda. That might have been the... Or is that the Dutch one? You're from Holland, you should know.
I'm Danish Pete from Holland, absolutely. I should know
Is there
everything
any
about
famous
cheese.
Danish cheese?
Oh, probably. Danish blue.
Of course. Why don't I think of that? I thought that was an English cheese that we just called Danish blue.
Well, they...
It's probably
Danish. It's like you've always done. That's ours.
We steal the bacon.
Yeah,
we steal everything.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. So links below for these pedals. They should all be in stock now as well. So if you fancy treating yourself to one of these, go do it.
Absolutely. Favorite
anyway,
one? Favorite one out of these?
I
like the goat.
I'll be honest with you. The only one that I don't really understand compression is, I don't understand.
That was good. We need to do a
sort of
compressor shootout. I think that was really good.
It wouldn't be the most expensive pedal on my board, that's for sure. I'd just buy any old functional one. I think
that does do much more than we didn't give this a proper chance. I don't think in this video.
Do you think we should send people go and watch it on the Walrus video? I'm sure they've done a better summation.
That needs a bit more.
What it does. Anyway, there you go. Look, my favourite one then. I thought that was pretty amazing. I'm just saying,
wasn't it?
I was saying I think that's pretty amazing.
For a lot
there
of
we
one
are.
pedal. Anyway.
Right. Onwards and upwards. We shall see you next time. Au revoir. As they say in Holland.
Dutchland.